Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is obviously a concerning image, but an image that I can't see very clearly. It sort of feels like there might be a foot or a leg or something here, but I don't know that there is. This is coming from Covalent TV. JD McDonagh finished the match, walked to the back, and then fell to the floor. We hope he will be all right. I mean, it certainly does look like someone is there. Obviously, check in on someone here. Obviously, we don't know the situation. This is off the back of this horrific moment. So, wrestling fans since day one, shout out to you. Las Vegas, Matt, shout out to you. So it was this moment here where it's been slowed down and he comes over and it's that moment there where his head really snaps back, you know, as he lands. Bang. I mean, I don't know if it's the head or if it's actually the shoulders. The head kind of hits off the table. That it might even be the neck with kind of a bit of whiplash, you know. The shoulders go right into the edge of this table. His head kind of whips back. So, I mean, it could be a number of things. It would not be a shock if he'd have knocked himself silly. Obviously, the speed of this just does not do it justice at all, right? It really is horrific. It really is a horrific moment. He did continue the match, though, of course, but understandably concern out there for him at the moment. We're going to have to wait and see. There's no update or anything, so it might be that he goes and gets some checks and it might be a little while until we hear anything, but hopefully this is just nothing but like precaution, you know. I would imagine that it was kind of just running on like the fumes that got him through that match. It wouldn't shock me to find out he was knocked a bit silly during this whole thing. And yeah, thoughts with him, obviously, right? So that's obviously our big story. There's nothing bigger than that. But let's walk through Raw, shall we? Because there was lots that went down on Raw. I sort of feel like Raw, the episode was maybe not the most amazing episode. I can tell you that every match we had a good rating from you guys. Nothing got into that great range. I thought a lot of the promos were quite throwaway. I was personally not big on the final promo, the CM Punk Cody one. I didn't think there was anything clever. It was just really a lot of, I'm going to win the Rumble. We're going to face, you know, it was just kind of pre-Rumble stuff, really. You know, there's not really much else they can do. This was the go-home show for the Rumble. But I did still feel like there was lots of little talking points throughout. For example, Cenat was rumored to be at this show. And he was at this show. During one of the commercial breaks, we actually saw him doing an entrance. During one of the commercial breaks, they actually played some music for him. He had his own Titantron. He did like a bit of a walk down to the ring. So Cenat, they gave him that honor, right? So Jay Omega, thank you. WrestleVotes said, as has become the norm for WWE in Atlanta, celebrities are out tonight. Rapper Quavo is set to interact with Jey Uso, YouTuber Kai Cenat. I'm sure he's known for Twitch, right? Will be on hand at State Farm Arena. So here we go. This is one of the opening shots we had of Brandy and Liberty with Cody backstage. The ring had a WWE logo in the center of it, which some people were like, oh, I really hope they keep that. I would just get rid of it. To be honest, it doesn't need to be there. We never needed it before. I don't need it now. Get rid of that. Get rid of the sponsors. Let's get back to a nice clean ring, but that is never going to happen now. So, you know, fine. WWE Creative Humor said, here comes Seth Rollins dressed like your grandmother's couch. And, I mean, my grandmother's dead. She doesn't have a couch because she's dead. But, yes, I don't know if anyone's grandmother's couch looks like that, to be honest. It's very, very colourful. It's very, very bright. typical Seth Rollins vibe, of course. So, yeah, Metal Mama, shout out to you. So we started things off with Gunther and Seth, and honestly, I thought the insults and everything here were a bit more interesting. And this is a realistic match as well. The problem with the Cody CM Punk one is that the rumors at the moment are so heavy that it's going to be Cody versus Cena. So that means that, like, I don't really feel like I need to listen to CM Punk Cody because I don't feel like we're going in that direction. Of course, we could pivot. We could change plans. But this is a match that we could get. We could end up with Gunther against Seth. So there was some nice back and forth there. Gunther saying, you know, you're no longer the best wrestler in this company. I am. Of course, Logan came down and the heat, the boos. They were like, honestly, they're the kind of boos that Dominik Mysterio dreams of. Like, this is loud heat. And obviously it's bad heat, right? It's because he's like, you know, an awful person, but it's still a reaction. And that was the point that he made in the ring. Like, he was like, this is the kind of attention you lot can only dream of. You got this shirt as well. Literally everything they're doing is designed to upset us. Still humble, right? Everything is just irritating. So new Logan merch. Logan getting heat on Raw. So we were starting with these three in the ring. Of course, Logan was basically saying he was going to win the Rumble. He declared he'll be in the Rumble. He's going to go and face Gunther. Seth wants to win the Rumble. Gunther was like, I've changed my mind, Seth. I hope Logan wins because I would love nothing more than to embarrass you in front of your friends and family at WrestleMania. So not a bad open, I thought. It's pretty fun. Backstage, this was a bit unnecessary. So Sami said he heard CM Punk talk about how a lot of people aren't on his level. And he said, I agree. One of us is a WrestleMania main eventer. The other is not. Of course, Sami main evented WrestleMania with Kevin. Night one, it was those two against the Usos. And yeah, he was just kind of making that point to CM Punk. It was a very cold line, I agree. He then bumped into Karrion. Karrion said, you should listen to KO. Yeah, this is interesting because Karrion was, you know, not forcing the issue, but he was like, you should look out for yourself. Like the master manipulator was trying to do his manipulating again. So it's very, very interesting. We do have a little bit more on Karrion, actually, some unseen footage, right? We had Quavo, 2 Chainz. They were shown in the crowds. We also had Lil Yachty in the crowds. And he got interviewed at one point. And he was like, look, if it's not mommy, then I don't want to know. Like, he is a big Rhea stan by the looks of it. He had his Rhea shirts. And he was mentioning Rhea when he was interviewed during one of the commercial breaks. Obviously, the JD moment, which obviously thoughts very much with JD. This was our opening match, Dominik and JD taking on the War Raiders. War Raiders would emerge victorious. Backstage, Ludwig Kaiser went up to Pete Dunne and he said that he wants to show Penta a thing or two about how things are done around here. So it seems like Ludwig and Penta could be on a collision course. That'll probably be like next week, week after, something like that. We would see Penta as well later in the show. Majin Woods. So I don't know if that's a new tattoo that he's got, but I'm guessing it is connected to this. So some sort of Dragon Ball Z reference. So I am lost in that world, but I don't recall seeing that before. So there we go. That from Sportskeeda. And then news came through from the commentary team that Zelina Vega is done with the LWO. This was her last night on Raw. She is moving to Smackdown as part of the transfer window. And I'm really pleased about that because I'm hoping that she is going to get an opportunity as a solo star. I know she is a little on the smaller side, I know. But I love that moment at Backlash when she had the Puerto Rican flag, tears coming down her face. I really feel like we can capture some magic moments with her. I feel like there's some things we can do with her, and we've not been doing things with her. So I like getting her over to SmackDown. And some people wondering, could it be she gets put with Andrade? Could it be she gets put with like Malachi when Malachi moves over? There's definitely options, so it's a move I like. Xavier Woods family, of course, everyone saw this. Them in the front row with the New Day Sucks shirts on. And those shirts are available now. New Day Sucks shirts are available on WWE Shop. I'm just glad JD isn't dead after that moonsault. Sean Ross Sapp said, when we asked, we were told Triple H asked a number of times if he was okay, and he got checked. Michael Hayes asked if the desk was okay. Backstage, Seth said him and Sami are good. But if it happens again, what happened last week, there will be problems. It's weird because we did see footage after last week's show where, like, they were talking and everything was fine. Like, basically, this exact same conversation happened, but I think they just wanted it to play out on TV. What we looked at was obviously unseen sort of footage. But so they had that conversation again. So they're fine. Everything's cool, but don't do it again, right? We had this as well. The Royal Rumble calendar has been set for Saturday. So there's a kickoff show before SmackDown on Friday. We're going to cover that, right? We'll be all over that. Then on Saturday, we got the countdown show. That's going to start 9 UK time and 4 Eastern. And then we go into so it's a 2-hour countdown show. So we're going to have to we'll start 2 hours before that. So it's going to be a big, full Royal Rumble day. So stacked on Saturday. We're going to have a really big watch-along, and we've got a little extra on the Friday as well. Then we had Quavo coming out with Jey Uso. He came down and announced, he thanked the fans like it was a big entrance, and he basically said he's going to try and win the Rumble now. So all attention for Jey turns to the Rumble. Zelina Vega tweeted out LWO Forever, right, in response to the news that she's leaving. Women's Intercontinental Champ Lyra Valkyria declared for the Rumble. Ivy Nile then made her presence felt. Chad Gable said that Ivy is going to take the title for him, for the team. So there we go. And Lyra said, neither of you are going to ever hold an Intercontinental Championship. So that was pretty fun. Liv Morgan managed to pin Naomi to get the win. This was thanks to Dominik coming down and distracting. So Bianca and Naomi suffered a loss, but it wasn't for the tag titles. But this will surely now result in a rematch for those titles. Actually, Bianca and Naomi, I believe, are in action on NXT this week. This is the Kai Cenat moment. So look, there's Kai Cenat's graphics. Zooming over, there he is. Look, as he was in the entranceway. I mean, it's not the most adventurous graphics in the world, but that was Kai Cenat making his way down to the ring. Kai Cenat is looking forward to seeing John Cena at the Rumble. He confirms that he will be there and says he will see Speed at the Rumble. God, I hope we don't give up 2 spots in the Rumble, right? Because the Rumble is stacked. I hope we don't give 2 spots, 1 to Speed and 1 to Kai Cenat, right? I really don't want that. I don't really want either of them being in the Rumble, but I thought that the Speed announcement might mean that he gets added, but I don't need all these. And we've already got Logan in there as well. WrestleTalk said a video package for Penta was shown where he declared he'll be in the Royal Rumble. This is the Rumble kickoff on Friday. So, of course, got the announced team. We've got all of these stars are going to be on that kickoff. This is before SmackDown on Friday. Paul Heyman said, I'm the one behind the one. And I think we all thought he was going to go somewhere else with that. Of course, he was talking about Roman the GOAT. But normally he says, I'm the one behind the one in 21-1, talking about how Brock had ended Undertaker's streak. But that's not the direction he went in. Instead, we got this reveal that got caught on the ropes a little bit. And I swear, I need to watch it back, but I swear he said WWA. It sounded like he said WWA 2K. I think it's because he probably had the 2K in his mind and he ended up coming out with WWA 2K and all got confused. He really, the promo from Heyman seemed a little off. Even Triple H's thoughts said Heyman's really snorting during his promo. There was a bit of like this going on as he was sucking in air in between lines. He did seem a little off with this promo. And people did note that Heyman is in the corner, but that was pointed out by Drew as well. So that's the official cover of this year's game. It is Roman Reigns. We know there are some special editions. I've got a load of 2K stuff in a separate folder. Drew then came down. He called himself the Daddy of the Bloodline. And actually Heyman's facial reaction to that, where he was like, I thought it was really, really fun. Really, really fun. So he called himself the Daddy of the Bloodline. He asked him to pass a message on to his boy that he was going to be coming for him in the Rumble. And Heyman was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll tell Roman, I'll tell the tribal chief. And Drew was like, no, your boy, CM Punk. And that was a nice little touch. Nice little moment at the end. Right, Jackie was interviewing Bron Breakker and talking about his entry into the Rumble. Penta then emerged. Imagine that as a feud over the IC title. Oh my God, we might be planting a seed here for that being what we get at WrestleMania. Oh, that would be so good. Then we went to our match. So we then went to our fourth match, our main event match, Sami against Drew. I've not seen this bit, but look, blood pouring down. I don't know quite how he did it, but he's having to like stem the flow. I did wonder if it was broken at this point with the blood, certainly on the bridge of the nose. I was worried that it was broken. I genuinely don't know. Again, going to need to get an update on that. Drew won, but he also used the ropes to win. Apparently now this means that Drew is 11-0 against Sami. He was beating up on Sami after. That brought out Cody. And of course then Sami with a haluva kick to Cody. Accidental, apparently. He accidentally haluvas. That's the second week in a row now. He's accidentally hit a babyface with the haluva kick, right? So he was walking off going, I'm sorry, Cody, I didn't mean it, and all of that. Cody stayed in the ring to do the promo. This was the promo with CM Punk. I wasn't crazy about this. I hope it's you, because I want to see the look on your face when the best in the world finds out you're not the best in the world anymore. That was Cody to CM Punk. Nice line. No, probably the best part of it for me. So there we go. And afterwards, apparently Carmelo Hayes attacked Cody as the show went off the air. Plot twist, Atlanta. I'm closing this show out. This was the moment. So Karrion tweeted this 33 minutes ago. Wrestle Night, thank you. So this is the Sami haluva. Perfect. Yes, Sami. So Karrion and Scarlett celebrating Sami doing that haluva. Obviously, Sami is saying that he didn't mean to be doing that. So it was a very interesting story, actually. Dave, shout out to you. Drew has just become the first heel to win on Raw after 4 weeks. Nia was the first heel woman to win last week. There's been 18 matches. Faces have won 15. Heels have won 3. I'm guessing, is the other one maybe Liv and Raquel? Liv and Raquel. So that was the first heel male victory. Interesting, Dave. Thank you. Okay, let's go over to 2K, shall we? Because there was loads of news in here. Loads of stuff in here. Look at all this. Right, this dropped earlier today. There's going to be a Dead Man edition. Dead Man rises. No one escapes the darkness when the Undertaker arrives. So, Miss Clown, thank you. Full reveal tomorrow. So, everything's coming out on the 28th. So, full reveal tomorrow. So, Kian, thank you. WrestleVote said for 2K fans, WWE 2K25 will feature a Dead Man and Bloodline edition alongside the standard game, with covers featuring Undertaker that we just looked at, Roman Reigns, which we saw on the show, and the Bloodline, which is here, right? The pre-order bonus is said to include a Wyatt Sicks DLC with all 5 members. That is the Bloodline edition of this year's game. I don't know what it means. What does the Bloodline edition mean? What does the Dead Man? Is it literally just a different cover? I would imagine, like, for these special editions, you probably get, like, in-game currency or something like that. I don't know. But, yeah, that's the one. I love Sami being in there. Let's go. Sami Uso. So that is the Bloodline edition. That is Dead Man edition. It is no contest. Dead Man edition, definitely. There we go. Pre-order bonus. Wyatt Sicks. I don't know if this is an official graphic or if someone's created this, but word on the street is pre-order bonus Wyatt Sicks. So, J Omega, thank you. We do have the video on here. It's doing the rounds, but thankfully, I do have some stills from it that we can look at rather than watching the full video. I actually haven't looked at this, though. So, this is roster information. Right, so according to this, the current list says Austin Theory, Batista, Bayley, it's all here. Bianca Belair, Bron Breakker, Carlito, Carmelo Hayes, Chelsea Green, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Dexter Lumis, Damian Priest, Dominik Mysterio, Drew McIntyre, Elton Prince, Eric Rowan, Ethan Page. That'll be big for Ethan fans. Grayson Waller, Gunther, Jacob Fatu, JC Jane, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Joe Gacy, Kalani Jordan, Kevin Owens, Kit Wilson, Liv Morgan, Maxine Dupree, Meechin, Natalia, Nia Jax, Nikki Cross, Obafemi, Paul Heyman, R-Truth, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, Roman Reigns, Roxanne Perez, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, Sheamus, Solo, Tamatonga, Miz, Rock, Thea Hale, Tiffany Stratton, Tonga Loa, Trick Williams, Uncle Howdy. We've got Undertaker and Umaga. So that is... I mean, you can pause this if you want to have a read of that. I know it's very, very small. But this is the current list of playable characters, correct, as of January 27th. I'm not sure as to where that has come from. I'm not sure where they've managed to get all this information from. And all these adverts are flipping annoying. It keeps moving the page around. But there we go. We just read out the roster, right? That is the current roster with Ethan Page, Tamatonga, Jacob, Tongalo. They won't have been in the previous game because, of course, they all came in like well after the last game came out. Yeah, this as well. So Crispy Wrestling said underground matches confirmed. So doesn't look like there's any ring ropes. People around the ring. So looks like that could be an underground match. Those are the 3 covers, the 3 different versions. Pre-order goes live tomorrow, right? First look at Jacob Fatu. I think they've been a little bit kind. Yeah, just saying. First look at Jacob Fatu. First look at Umaga. Yeah, in the game. These are all from that video. And this is Take It Beyond the Ring. So, Island of Relevancy. Is this like an Island of Relevancy thing? Very interesting, isn't it? So we've got these screenshots and underground match, as we said, and loads of 2K25 information. And there should be even more tomorrow. Even more tomorrow. Let's go WWE, shall we? So, this is intriguing. So, Mickie James has tweeted this out. It's a new commercial for LFG. This is going to air on A&E. So, this is like superstars being trained, 16 challengers, battling away, right? There's legends involved, and we're kind of seeing the process of them fighting and battling, trying to get a contract. Legends and future greats. LFG. Brand new show coming. And starting very, very soon on A&E. I don't know how we watch that in the UK, but I would love to do watch-alongs. Creative plans for the return of Asuka have been discussed. Fightful Select have been told. It says more details. So let me just have a look, see if, because I've got Fightful Select. And this news has been up a little while now. So we can have a look and see what they're saying. I wonder if they've managed to get any JD information. That would be good. So Asuka return. She's been out of action. As of now, we're not sure when she'll return. We haven't heard anything yet. So it says, we heard of a potential tag match option, but that was shot down. So not much news, to be honest. Not much news. Jade Cargill posting this, no back talk. Yeah, and obviously news came out that Dakota Kai is injured from like concussion, believed to be from that amazing missile dropkick from last week from Zoey Starks. Zoey Starks said it's not ballet. It's true, isn't it? It's true. Per PW Insider, WWE is hoping that AJ Styles will be cleared in time for the Royal Rumble, as is already scheduled to be in Indianapolis for the event. Will AJ make it? Asuka information we looked at. Big news coming from Fightful Select. Jordynne Grace has signed a multi-year contract with WWE. Jordynne Grace believed now to be a WWE superstar. We're having a Brat Rumble, said Nita Nitro. And we are, look at this, from Brat Summer to WrestleMania season. Charlie XCX's Von Dutch is the official theme of the Royal Rumble. Brackets, am I Brat? Yes, you are, Queen. Yes, you are. So there we go. John Cena has been in Budapest, Hungary, filming the forthcoming live-action Matchbox movie based on Mattel's toy vehicle line. There's going to be a Matchbox movie and John Cena's in it. Amazing. Kian, shout out to you. Interesting clip to watch about Alexa Bliss. Yeah, so apparently they're saying, this coming from Brian Alvarez, that they don't think that they're that far apart when it's coming to the contract issue. Like, they don't think there's any major obstacles there. And Brian Alvarez said he will be surprised if Alexa isn't in the Royal Rumble. That coming from Brian Alvarez, right? So I agree, a very interesting update. There's been a lot of talk internally about Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez getting a push as a tag team heading into WrestleMania. It's probably because they don't have any kind of singles plans for them. No rumours about Liv being in any world title matches. So I wonder if the plan is let's use them as a tag team. So Christopher, thank you. WrestleVote said Rumble weekend is set to begin with the Rumble kickoff show airing this Friday at 5 p.m, streaming across all platforms ahead of Smackdown. So we saw that earlier. Christopher, thank you. Mitchell, shout out to you. Dakota Kai has unfortunately been pulled off the road. While the issue is not 100% confirmed, Kai was said to be hurt during that tag match last week. So we believe this is concussion. At the moment, I don't think she's going to be out for ages. Probably out for a week or two. Don't know what this means for her with the Rumble, though. honestly, she might be in the Rumble. She might just need a couple of days. But, don't know. It's not great, is it? She gets injured a lot. So there are concerns. So concussion halts career temporarily. Just announced the new WWE LFG show will premiere on Sunday, February 16th. It will be followed that night by WWE Rivals and WWE's Greatest Moments. So it's going to premiere on February the 16th. And it looks like they're going to make a big night of it, right? So there we go. That was the WWE folder. Let's go over to fun. Oh, yeah, this is crazy. So do you remember they had one of these for Gunther? Well, now they've changed it. And they've changed it to Dirty Dominik. So there was one of these for the launch of Raw on Netflix. And it looked like Gunther. Well, this is a Dominik one that they've now changed it over to. So there's Dom walloping himself with a chair. And there's Liv. Boo! She really went for that. She really got a lot of frustration out there, didn't she? So there we go. He's still wobbling around. Very good. Johnny, thank you. Tyler, thank you. R-Truth said family reunion. That is lovely. It's so lovely to see the whole group back together again. So there we go. There's Liberty with her dad, her mom, her brother. That is so lovely. And it looks like she might have been signing some of these as well. So if you picked this up, you might have got a Cody signature and a Liberty autograph as well. And maybe R-Truth, who knows? Amazing. Princess Kutab Itch. He's at it again. Look at this. Is this a tease of being at the dentist? Is this a tease of DMD? I looked at this and thought Britt Baker. I don't know if he's just having a bad day. Maybe he's had to go to the dentist. I'm not sure. But what with the whole Britt Baker stuff going on and her being a dentist, I did wonder if there was a connection there. So, Finn Balor. This is weird. Randy Savage is set to appear in a Bosch commercial during the Super Bowl.
Randy, give it. Thank you.
Thanks, Tony. You're a real friend, you know that?
Don't thank me. Thank Bosch for putting us in the same big game commercial together.
What?
Bosch!
Logan Paul as a full-time wrestler.
Red flag.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Green, your favorite WWE
This is great.
superstar, and this is Red Flag, Green Flag on Sport Bible.
WrestleMania in the UK.
I thought she'd go red.
I need my friends and family in the UK to come and watch at Wembley. I'm putting it out there. I'm manifesting.
Marrying someone you work with.
Okay, well, I have no choice. I have to go work with, I'll go on holidays with. It's
Logan Paul as a full-time wrestler.
Why is that?
No, I actually think he's like really, really, really good. But he doesn't show up at work, so okay.
Wrestlers singing their own theme songs.
Well, that's kind of cringe. I wouldn't do it, but I get it because some of these songs are bangers, and mine is a banger.
So could you give us a rendition of yours?
Well, I've got a couple of them, but this one, I'm a hot mess. Whoa, whoa, it's good. It's good. And if you asked me to sing a couple of other people's, I probably could do it. So
could you sing a couple of other people's?
Yes, but I'm not going to do it for you.
You'd have to pay me a lot more money, she says. Very good. Very good. Right, let's go. Here, look, Undertaker said, I think it's going to be a great swan song year for him. It's going to be and I think it'll be the equivalent to what they've done in the NBA, when all those legends kind of go off on their last year and they get to go to all these different towns and they get their flowers in each town. So there we go, Undertaker. I wonder if he's thinking like, damn, I wish I'd have gone out that way. I wish I'd have done like a year-long goodbye. I wonder. Master Taker, thank you. Cora Jade announced for January 30th, TNA. She's going to be in action, right? Big Daddy Mark, this was bonkers, right? We did a video on Big Daddy Mark because he came out with some pretty bonkers comments. And then he put a message out going, I was only joking, just having a bit of fun. And I was like, yeah, fair play. You know, we had some fun with the video we did. He was like, I'm just having some fun. But then that got deleted. And we spoke about this yesterday. He deleted it. Well, now he's come out with a 6-minute video where he's basically like, yeah, I got this wrong. I really misjudged this. He was like, I really thought that the wrestling fans would have my back. Like, I really thought that, because wrestling fans have always been really kind to me. So I really thought when I was like, get me to the Royal Rumble, I thought the wrestling fans would be like, yeah, we want Big Daddy Mark there. And he was like, but I started getting all this hate instead. And then, like, he said, I started getting, like, frustrated. And I think he ended up tweeting stuff out in frustration. And, like, I think it was a bit of a downward spiral for him, to be honest. I think, look, the bottom line is, I feel sorry for him. I think he's kind of got sucked into his own hype, you know? I think a load of people have said, oh, you're so fun, you're brilliant, you put a smile on my face. And I think he's just started to believe his own hype, drink his own Kool-Aid, and get a little bit carried away. So, look, my stance on this, no harm done. We had a laugh with it. You know, whatever, it's fine. But he probably should have just put the message out going, guys, I was only having a laugh. I was only having a joke. I didn't mean it, right? But instead, he's gone this way and he's been very honest. So, you know, respect. Lesson learned. Let's put it that way, yeah? Right, also, Tribal Warrior, shout out to you. Nikki Bella is going to be part of the Traitors, right? I don't know that doesn't mean she won't be in the Rumble. I mean, I'm guessing this is all, like, pre-recorded and whatever. She probably recorded it last year, so I don't know that it means anything for the Rumble, but she's going to be in the Traitors. Wrestle Night, shout out to you. Damian Priest, you can meet a WWE superstar. Damian Priest, this is going to be that place, wherever that is, Kroger, in that location, at that time, on Saturday. If you're in the area, you can come and meet that boomer, yeah? If you are in that place at that time, you can meet that boomer. So there we go. Big E said, sitting on this news has been a task. I'm incredibly excited to voice a character in your friendly neighborhood, Spider-Man. It's a new show that premieres January 29th on Disney+. And Big E, that's such a weird picture of him. For a moment then I was like, that's not Big E. But it is Big E. He is voicing one of the characters in this new show. Yeah, and apparently Triple H was in line, TGRBND, shout out to you. I think that might stand for Tiger Brand. That's what I've gone for there. Apparently Triple H was in the run-in to play Thor. So there we go. Right, this video has gone longer than I wanted, to be honest, so let's move community to tomorrow. We'll just have a bigger community folder tomorrow. Definitely need to do thanks folders, though. So, big thank you to everyone that's tagged me and stuff and retweeted stuff. So, J Omega, thank you. TNT Pro Wrestling Booking Agency, thank you. Walter J, appreciate it. Deece Rebel, thank you. Chris, appreciate it. Christopher, thank you. CM Chunk, thank you. Charlie, appreciate it. Oliver, thank you. Robin, thank you. CM Paul Baez, thank you. Hieronymus Drake, thank you. Wrestling's biggest fan, thank you. Wild Child Billy, appreciate it, buds. Sweet Chim Wrestling, thank you. Raymond, thank you. J Omega, thank you. Tony, thank you. Emmanuel, thank you. Kelly the Wise Lady, thank you, my friend. Matter, appreciate it. Callum, appreciate it. And Real Wrestling Fan, thank you, my friends. And I've got a second folder because people have been engaging with that Royal Rumble predictions video. And as I said yesterday, we will only do one of these this year, just like we'll only do one WrestleMania predictions video this year. So this video getting a bit of love means a lot to me because, as we said, it is a special video. It's one of those where people get so excited for the Rumble. So to do the predictions video is quite a big deal. Same with WrestleMania. So really appreciate the support. So Chris, thank you. Tea Time, thank you. Emmanuel, appreciate it, my friends. Babs the Barbarian, thank you. And Kelly the Wise Lady as well. So thanks for the support. Really appreciate it. I don't know if there's any update in regards to JD. We can just have a quick little look and see. I've got my list of accounts that I follow. Just see if there's any news. Logan, Ivy Nile, Carmelo. They say I'm buried, but I've never felt more alive. So that's the moment that he attacks Cody. Boom! After the show, look at that. Boom! Cody was just getting murked tonight, wasn't he? Really just getting murked. So we had all of that. Chad Gable says JD McDonagh is remarkable. But I don't think there's any update by the looks of it. Nothing seems to have come through about JD. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on that. And yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. I will see you again next time. Bye for now.